Hi, beautiful people. So, how is everybody doing wherever you are in this world? I hope you're doing fantastic, keeping your head up, being positive, which I definitely do. And anyway, you guys, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Renelle. Don't forget, like, subscribe, ring the notification bell so you'll be notified each time I upload. And to my demise, I decided to get back onto social media today, or should I say yesterday, and it's like nothing has changed. Everybody's still coming after each other and fighting each other and calling each other out. It's like, oh my goodness. And for example, which I was totally surprised by, but this is what I found out, and this was from Repzilla. It says, for those confused about the Jeffree Star Dahvie Vanity situation, read Tamimi's post, and this is in addition to a victim account saying Jeffree Star and many others witnessed Dahvie Vanity kissing and loving on her, in quotation, 11-year-old girl interview attached. And then I was like, what the heck is going on? And then I scrolled down further, and then there was a whole thread, and another person tweeted, please someone look into this, talk about it. You know, so many people who were introduced to this group because of Jeffree Star. I love Jeffree Star. I don't want to believe there was anything shady going on, but this is something that deserves some answers. Then another person replied, sorry hun, they are all well aware of this. They have already stated they will not make videos and they don't want to. Point frank. That's supposed to mean point blank. They won't make a video because they can't spin it into a positive direction towards Jeffree Star. But let's run with the story about James Charles with no proof. Really, people? Then the next one goes on to say, oh my goodness, well, at least at AST time came out and said something. They pointed out timeline facts. I don't think so. I'm glad someone said something. We should all retweet that video. Definitely not. And then another person says he is legit just a horrible person. Time and time again, he's shown this. I honestly don't know how he still has a fan base. And in brackets he's got, well, I do actually. People are brain dead. Seriously? Okay, so this has all got to do with Jeffree Star and his association with Dahvie Vanity. And I want to make this very clear. This video has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with the victims of Dahvie Vanity. This has got to do with the association of Jeffree Star and Dahvie Vanity. And then I went down this whole rabbit hole, and I went and I watched Tea Time's video in regard to this whole situation. And my goodness, how times have changed. From blackballing Dustin Daly, Nick Snyder, Petty Page, now a whole revelation has happened. And they came to their defense stating that, oh no, it wouldn't be fair if they do a video because they don't basically have a, what did they say? They don't have a dog in this fight or something to that effect. And if they did do a video, it would be totally biased and whatever. So anyway, in their video, they actually referenced two other videos. A video by Tamimi and a video by Creepshow Art. I'll actually link them down below too, so you can actually go ahead and watch it. So, number one, let's not forget, Tea Time has a genuine dislike for Jeffree Star. So this is totally up their alley to go ahead and bash on Jeffree Star, in my opinion. And then they go ahead and they imply that everybody Everybody knew about the injustices that Dahvie Vanity was doing on this tour. Okay, so before we go any further, let's just try to rectify that. I'm gonna play a video that I actually watched on Have a Seat with Chris Hansen and one of his bandmates, and let's clarify that.
Girls, my question would be, how often do you think, based on what you saw in your experience touring with him, working with him, how often did you see like explicitly like, no, he's really going off to like bed with a teenage girl, or in that kind of situation?
In the tour bus, for instance.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Well, my first like couple of years of touring, I toured with my boyfriend at the time. So like I like would perform, do a signing, and then like we would just leave, go our separate ways, because we both like wouldn't really want to be around him after a show. Just because, you know, just high stress level, like just crazy all the time. I never explicitly like saw them like go off together, but like it was kind of weird to me if I would like go to the merch table and, you know, of course I'm like friends with the merch girl, so like we're, you know, talking back and forth, and there's like some like kid standing back there and I'm like, who's that? They're like, oh, Dahvie said that told her to wait here and he was like gonna like give her some free merch or whatever, and I was like, all right.
Then they go ahead and they make the statement that Jeffree has this thing about paycheck over principle. Okay, let's talk about that too. So before we talk about that, as you saw, as you will see, the statement that, or how they spoke about what Jeffree did to James Charles.
But this isn't the first time that Jeffree has done something like this. So, do y'all remember, not so long ago, Jeffree called someone else a predator? Y'all remember? So, James Charles, who was eerily creeping up the top of the YouTube charts, about to kick his little ass to the side and be the #1 beauty influencer. Then all of a sudden, Jeffree Star, without any receipts, anything,
None.
nothing, no proof,
He didn't have anything.
just comes out publicly and says James Charles is a predator.
Okay, you guys, they claiming that Jeffree Star went and called out James Charles because Jeffree Star felt threatened at this time when he said this about James Charles, whatever Jeffree Star called James. Apparently, according to Tea Time, Jeffree Star was threatened by James Charles because James Charles was going to become the most, will have the most subscribers in the beauty community. Bullshit. This all went down during Dramageddon. And please, 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 anybody correct me if I am wrong. Please. Because I remember correctly, all this went down when James Charles sold his soul for either, I can't remember if it was passes for Coachella or it was for security, but whatever it was, he sold out his best friend, the woman that helped him get to where he is. Okay? And please, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. He actually went and made a deal with Sugar Bear Hair Supplements or something to that effect, okay? For either security guards or passes to Coachella for his friends, something to that effect. So why are you coming and saying that Jeffree Star felt threatened? Why would Jeffree Star feel threatened? Let's be realistic here. Okay, when it comes to, as you all said, paycheck over principle, what's the difference? Where is the difference? You're saying this about Jeffree Star that happened 10 years ago, okay? Paycheck over principle. So what James Charles did, yeah, isn't that the same thing? Paycheck over principle? Correct me if I'm wrong, please. Please do that. And then talk about how when this tweet about when Jeffree Star complimented the good work James Charles did on Charli D'Amelio. Okay, let's have an open mind. Okay, we're in a time now where everything is up in the air. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, or we don't know if we're going to lose a loved one, or you know, it's time everybody was getting all your shit together. So maybe in Jeffree Star's mind, oh, let me just bury the hatchet on everything, you know, just for his sanity. So he went on Twitter and he complimented James Charles on once again slaying a look on somebody else. Oh no, but not for y'all. Forgiveness is not in y'all's books, because at the end of the day, he basically did the worst thing to James Charles. Okay. Let's go forward now. It's all okay. And I'm not by any means saying what Jeffree Star did was right. It was totally wrong. Nobody will know why Jeffree Star did what he did to James Charles except him. Nobody will ever know. But what he did was wrong. Okay. James Charles is no angel. Neither is Jeffree Star. Jeffree Star is no angel at all. But you know what? He's trying to better himself. But you're not giving him a chance to do that, because everything that comes up, you're piling everything. Look at this, happened 9-10 years ago. Y'all didn't know what was going on behind the scenes, but we're going to get into that. But my point right now is tea time. Get your facts right. Maybe my facts are wrong. Maybe I'm going to put my foot in my mouth. But don't make it seem as though Jeffree came after James Charles over something as dumb as a subscriber count. Because if we look at it realistically, Jeffree Star is above James Charles. We're not talking about subscriber counts. We're talking about in life generally. He's got so much going for him. But anyway, that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. Okay, let's talk about Creepshow Art's video, okay? And I watched this video in its entirety, and I'm going to play devil's advocate because I have an open mind. Let's look at everything in its entirety, okay? So she went on and showed screenshots of when he supported, or should I say, when he exposed Dahvie Vanity in 2010. But then in 2011 and 2012, he supports him again. So let's play devil's advocate here, okay? Dahvie Vanity in 2009, he did get involved with law enforcement for his injustices with a minor. And he was just given a warning, okay? Let's say when all this went down in 2010, this was when Jeffree Star actually exposed Dahvie Vanity. So something happened. And this seems to be Jeffree Star's way of getting back at people. Because this just seems like a pattern, which all of you are exposing now. This is a pattern of his, okay? So this is 2010. So this is when he exposed him, and the article says, I'm going to speak the truth till I die. We saw at Blood on the Dance Floor music, Dahvie Vanity bring underage girls into this hotel room, into his hotel room, and do sexual things, 100% illegal. Then Jeffree Star says, "No, I no longer support at Blood on the Dance Floor and how disgusting Dahvie is. Touching children and enjoying their attention is evil. F off, sicko." Then he also goes to say, "Being on tour with that child effer has made me see the truth. I regret ever doing a song with that pig. Rest in peace, cause you'll never be me." And then he also goes on to say, "If you support that piece of shit, then unfollow me because you're supporting child molestation. Dahvie is the lowest worthless scum I've ever met." Okay, so that was that's what he put out there in 2010. Like I say, we don't know what was going on behind the scenes. This is how Jeffree seems to get back at people. He seems to know something we don't know. Maybe does know something in regard to all this. And let's be realistic. As I said, Dahvie Vanity did get involved with law enforcement, but he was just given a warning in 2009, okay? So something went down between Jeffree Star, the whole band situation, and made him upset. So this is, in my opinion, this is how it came out, okay? Fast forward to 2011, 2012, and these were the tweets from Jeffree Star. "We all get over the past. Everything with Blood on the Dance Floor music and I is great. Stop the negativity and smile. Love my brother at Blood on the Dance Floor music. His new album is out next week. Everyone be getting it." Oh, I'm sorry. "His new album is out next week. Everyone better be getting it. Going to visit at Javon Monroe and at Blood on the Dance Floor on the sets of their new music video, Love My Boys. Then the rumors are true. This fall I will touring with Blood on the Dance Floor music. Dates will be posted soon. The Scene is Dead Tour 2012. Hashtag get ready." Okay. So my opinion about this now. People have said, okay, that Dahvie is a manipulator. He can twist your arm he can make you believe things. Let's just say that. So maybe he had done this with Jeffree. Maybe he said to Jeffree, "You know what, this is not true. Nobody else has come forward. How come I didn't get arrested? How come I didn't get jail time?" I'm just assuming, because nobody knows what was happening behind closed doors, what Jeffree Star was contractually obligated to, all that we don't know. And at the end of the day, Jeffree was just trying to build a life, make something, trying to get his music career off the ground. I don't know, but everybody's having an issue with this tweet that says, "We all get over the past. Everything with Blood on the Dance Floor music and I is great. So stop the negativity and smile." Now, I feel, in my personal opinion, it's like, okay, all is good with Blood on the Dance Floor and myself. Let's just get this out the way. Everything is fine. Let's forget about the negativity. I'm sure Jeffree Star was not talking about the victims. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't look at it that way because of all the tweets he was getting, asking about what's going on and is this true, all this kind of stuff. I don't know. I'm just playing devil's advocate here. So we move on to what she said about the fact that Jeffree Star put her and other kids in harm's way.
Until a year later, where he, for some unknown reason, probably to make money, decided that it was worth it once again to forgive a child molester, to say to get over all the negativity, make a song with him, and then tour with them. In this scenario, he purposely put his fans, which were mostly young girls between the ages of 12 and 16, I being one of them, in front of a sexual predator after knowing what he was capable of. He put this man in front of his fans and let him potentially abuse them, all in order to make money off a tour and promote his music. Now that is gross and fucked up entirely.
I totally disagree. Because of the mere fact is that you went to see Jeffree Star, or she went to, I'm assuming she went to see Jeffree Star, okay? And me personally, as a mother, I want to know exactly who my kids are following, who they're listening to. I'm always involved. So if I find out, or I'm going to let my child, obviously I'm going to buy the tickets for my kids to go to see these people in concert. So I know who they're going to see. You understand what I'm saying? I'm involved. So for her to say that Jeffree actually put her and all these other kids in harm's way, I totally disagree. You finally found something that you can hold against Jeffree Star for what you feel the injustice he did to James Charles. Something that you're picking up from 10 years ago. I don't think this is fair. This man is trying to change his life. He's built something for himself from scratch, from nothing. He didn't have a stepping stool, okay? He basically had nothing. He grinded and he worked to where he is now. And you want to just come and rip this down from him for some injustice that somebody else has done. Hold that man responsible, Dahvie Vanity, for the injustices he's done. But you want to come and rip this man down. He has done nothing. You can say, yes, he's racist, he's this, he's that. That's the past. Why are we looking back? The only time you should be looking back is to see how far you've come, not to drag the next person down. If you want to hold Jeffree Star responsible for the injustices that this creep has done, you'll need to look at your own brain. Like how this person said that those people that support Jeffree Star are brain dead. Those people that are looking at him and expecting Jeffree Star to go back to that negativity, you got another thing coming. You're looking for him to make a statement about somebody that's so disgusting. Who wants to be associated with that? Nobody. That man deserves the worst of the worst. End of story. What he did to those young girls is despicable. It's surprising that he still has a platform. Maybe you should be using this time to make other young girls aware of this disgusting person. You can't put any other injustices on Jeffree Star. He was just doing what he felt was right at the time. He was trying to make something of himself. Nothing was handed to Jeffree Star like some people. He doesn't feel entitled. You'll all complain about how he always added his 2 cents in everybody's drama. Do you know why? He felt he was coming to the defense of friends. Unfortunately, it backfired on him. But did he learn from that? Absolutely, because Jeffree does not insert himself in anybody's drama. He is going through his own drama right now. But is there anybody there for him? I don't think so. In closing, I just want to say this. Don't take away from these victims. Don't pull at strings that's not. If you all have a dislike for somebody, let it go. You don't have to support that person, but don't create a narrative that's going to make another person have a change of heart or a change of mind. Let them make up their minds on their own. Because at the end of the day, you got to give credit where credit is due. JEFFREE STAR Cosmetics sells absolute quality cosmetics. Quality. You can't take that away from him. If you want to come and rip him down for the type of person he is, for him coming to his own defense on certain things, you know what? Only a person that has worked himself from the ground up will feel obligated to do that, because nobody has given him a damn thing in his life to improve himself. He's worked hard to do it himself. So at the end of the day, can you please respect that? Instead of a spoiled brat like James Charles, that you want to come to his defense. And once again, I'm going to put it out there, what JEFFREE STAR did, and by calling him that, was absolutely wrong. But why is everybody forgetting about all these other pitiful actions that he has done? And quite a few have been done recently. So don't forget about that, and stop taking or saying he's still a kid. He's grown. Stop justifying the wrong that he does. So you guys, as I said, just my opinion, that's how I feel. And please feel free, let me know what you think down below in the comment section. And I know I'm going to get a whole lot of people coming after me, but you know what? It is what it is. If you want to create or you want to report on drama, report on the facts. And for the most part, I just gave my opinion about this whole situation. And let's not take away from this creep, Dahvie Vanity. He needs to be held accountable for all the injustices he's done to these young girls. Why bring something that's totally irrelevant from 10 years ago, and somebody that can't even bring anything to the table in regard to this, because that creep did everything on his own. He has a way of manipulating people. And all I can say, why do you want a statement from JEFFREE STAR? He doesn't want to be associated with that man. Who blames him? Look at Harvey Weinstein. Who wants to be associated with him? Nobody. Get off your high horses. This man built himself from nothing to where he is today. A silver spoon was not put in his mouth. A knee for him to climb on top of, like James Charles, was not done for him. So we all have our own opinions. We all have who we feel that we'll support. But let me tell you something. The way you're coming after JEFFREE STAR, very wrong. Very, very wrong. Leave the past in the past. He didn't do any injustices to nobody. Absolutely nobody. If you'll dislike him, that's on you. So that's just what I feel. That's all I can say. Guys, don't forget the Quali Bible. Don't forget to enter the giveaway. Quali Bible. All you got to do is just leave a comment down below. If you're interested, let me know. Please leave your Instagram handle down below so I can contact you, because this other way of contacting people does not seem to be working for me. The other winner I still can't get hold of, and if anybody knows it, that was from my Morphe palettes giveaway. If anybody knows it, please let her know, or hope she watches the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. And like I said, please feel free to leave your comments down below. I would love to know what you guys have to say. Now, you guys, all the stands are going to come off me, but you know what? Who cares? Who cares? But love you guys so much. Have a good rest of your week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.